What's up, Pack? My name is Wolv21. Welcome back to some more FTB Infinity. I know it's been a bit. It was busy. There's packs and live streams every single day. You know, twitch.tv/Wolv21. Craziness. But what I want for this episode to be is to lead the introduction into MFR. Farms and at least a decent amount of power besides our EnderIO generators, which require just any type of a burnable block or anything of that sort. So wood, coal, anything that can burn. But right now we're going to lead into Mine Factory Reloaded, or MFR, and a little bit more of EnderIO stuff. So we're just going to do the prep work that's going to lead up into that. So I do is I have a bunch of crafting tables here that I have a whole bunch of different items already prepared for that. So we've got pistons and gold gears and plastic sheets, specifically from MFR, Invar axes, copper gears and redstone coils and machine frames and tin gears and some binder composite, which is for the wiring for EnderIO stuff. Down below here we have a farm set up over here, and it's 15 by 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11 by 11. Sorry, 11 by 11. It's going to be kind of mid, or almost the furthest here. Not the farthest possible, but from the very center point. So 5 and 5 and 1. So it'll be 11 by 11. And we just kind of prepared this for the planter's going to go down here, and the harvester is going to go on this side, right at this point right here. So I'll actually put a block right there. So the harvester is going to go right there. So if you look up harvester. Also, thank you guys again for leaving your likes down below. Seriously, very much appreciated. So we got the shears, the Invar axe. That's why we made the Invar. It needs gold gears, a redstone reception coil, machine frame, and the plastic sheet. So I'm going to just recap of what the materials that we need to do this. We probably won't build out the system for a couple of episodes later, but because this is a slower version of us just building everything. So thank you guys again for your amazing support. And to get those sheets, we're gonna go walk outside a little bit, and we're gonna see what's up. Let's see. It's nighttime. It's actually raining, which is good. So then we can go to sleep, wake up, rain will go away, and everything will be absolutely fantastic, Charlotte. All right, let's go outside, and we're gonna look for those specific trees. Grab my lumber axe. We're not gonna start this already, are we? Come on! I can't even... Alright, how many creepers are out here today? Is this like revenge from last time? When Panda blew me up? Is this the kind of thing? She's like, you know what? We're gonna bring every single possible creeper of the sort out here. Hey! There's a ghost one. All right, we good now? All right, so I planted a bunch of the rubber tree saplings outside before. That's how kind of like the map looks like that, like the lines that are like that. But we're actually gonna go out. We're gonna go out a little bit, and so you guys can see what the actual district trees look like without them all being clustered or cluttered up together. Let's go out here a little bit. Hello, sheepy. That was quite amazing, the slow motion and how that all worked out. And then they got punched. So there, that's what a rubber wood tree looks like from Mine Factory Reloaded. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lumber axe the bottom. Everything's gonna fall down. So what's gonna drop is, actually, let's put some stuff in here. Some of the extra stuff that we probably don't need on us at the moment. Hey, we got a creeper heart and a creeper face. All right, so we got raw rubber. We got rubber saplings, and also rubber wood. Those are the ones that we specifically need for a lot of the components from MFR. So especially for the plastic sheets, and I'm going to show you how to make those in particular. So there's another tree there and another one there. So let's grab those really quick. Lumber axe is so wonderful. It really is. Grab that one. So again, I just replanted a bunch of these back at the base so that I didn't have to travel out so far. Same thing is just grabbing the rubber tree saplings, and then should we go? Good to go. Hello, piggy. Got a dancing pig over there. Let's go right over here. Go through MFR. I'm gonna go home. Should be fantastic. Hope everyone's enjoying their weekends, or whatever day it might be, depending on when this comes out. That's the other thing about this. All right. See, look, our beautiful trees all the way right down the row. I'm gonna plant you. Is that a normal one, right? Yeah. And there's a chance for a mega rubber tree saplings to pop out of there also, which will grow into a ginormous tree. So we have to definitely watch out for that if that happens, or if he happens to pop into your inventory. Be careful. Grab our experience. Pop it into our inventory, and we're gonna go back down and just go back to our smelter area and just dump it in here, as long as there's enough room. Enough room. And now it's definitely full. All right, so we probably need more of that. Okay, so we wanted to get to the, okay, so we got the alloy smelters already up and running. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna smelt the raw rubber. And what the raw rubber is gonna smelt down to, if I go over here, it goes into rubber bars. It's the next component of the next one version down of what that does. And then the rubber bars, you need to cook those. The alloy smelters, they do cook 3 at once because of the 3 spots. You can actually put 1 in each, and 3 of them will go down to there. But what you do is you cook those, they make the bars go to the next one. Now these guys, what you could do, if you mouse over it, it tells you what you can use them for. So you can use sticky pistons, you can make torches, which is really cool. Or you could use stone tool rods and make torches that way also, which is really cool. So then you could smelt it and it turns into the raw rubber. You could also use it as a fuel source too. So we're gonna take that out, put that over here, and now we got raw plastic. I'm gonna leave that up there, down and over and across, and we actually need one more, or else we're not gonna be able to continue with this. And that's why I just did a whole bunch more. I'm just prepping for the next big building itself. So we got more over here. So I'm gonna bring one down. So when you take 4 raw plastic and put that into, the recipe's right over here, right there. So 4 like this, like a crafting table, and it makes your plastic sheets. So I'm gonna take those guys out, which made actually a whole crap load. I'm gonna hit U. And if you hit U on that, it tells you all the different items you can use. So every single machine from MFR, the planter, the fisher, all 68, they should be 69. 68, all of them require plastic sheets. All the way down the line. So we can actually resmelt the sheets back into 1 raw plastic, so you actually lose plastic in that. Or you can get all 4 back if you put it into the alloy smelter. That's actually pretty nice. So every single machine from MFR all the way across the board requires the sheets, which is pretty crazy, right? So the more trees you can get, the more smelting you can do, the better off you'll be as far as resources go. So we're going to put you guys up there. Awesome. Now, one of the biggest things that we're going to need, especially if you want to use more EnderIO conduits and things of that sort, so we can route items around, is that we need ender pearls. And ender pearls, we're going to have to try to find a way that we can actually get them decently quick, or quicker than what we've been not coming across. As obviously, last time when we've been outside, I've had issues with creepers, but we're hoping that it's not going to continue. So I got rubber bars and the binder conduit binder. If you hit U on that also, it gives you the recipes for those. So facades and fluid conduits, which is really good. Then we got pressurized, ender, and then the different energy conduits along with redstone. Also item conduits. The item conduits are definitely going to want. So these guys require iron and an ender pearl. So iron's not a problem. You've got resources for days in here of iron and diamonds and gold and everything of that sort, and I've been smelting more stuff as far as that goes, to lead blocks and everything, of just trying to keep everything going full force as far as that goes. So let's just keep those going. So the big two items that we're going to be working on is the harvester, which is this one. So that requires the Invar, the gold gears that you saw before, the redstone coils, the machine frames. So the Invar, if you look up Invar, requires, if you use, well, since we already have the smelting up and running, the smeltery, so it requires 2 pieces of iron and 1 piece of nickel, or nickel, aka ferrous, which I sometimes forget that it is actually called ferrous, not nickel. So do we actually have any ferrous in here? That's the question. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take 2 iron and 1 ferrous. So what this is gonna do is this actually doubles the ore. So one of these blocks actually create 2 ingots within this itself. So this actually doubles it out. So if you put 2 blocks in, we need 1 block of a ferrous. So we're gonna put all those in right there. Which you want to make sure that these guys are off. They're in the on positions to stop these guys from actually pumping out. So to make sure that any clocks or anything above them are disabled. You're going to wait until that completely smelts. Once it's done, since they're both next to each other in the smeltery, they're both going to combine into one and make the other ore. Now there's a bunch of different other ones that you can combine to make other. So see if you make alumite. That requires 5 parts aluminum, 2 parts iron, and 2 parts obsidian, and that makes alumite. That one we'll probably make for later on, as it's pretty durable. That and steel are pretty durable as far as an easier method or an easier like combination of ores you can get right out of the get-go from just simply mining. So this should be almost finished. Looks like the ferrous is going to finish first because. I'll actually put that on first. Okay, so the molten nickel or ferrous is in there now. So there's 2 ingots. See, it's 1 block turned into 2 ingots, and none of it's pumping out. So we make sure again that these guys are off or on, so they don't continually pump out. And once these guys are done, it's gonna jump right on top. They're gonna combine, and it's gonna create Invar. Then we can pump out those Invar pieces alone. And did I take the 2 axes that were in there? No, they're right there. So I left those guys in there. Again, that's good enough for one harvester. Okay, so they both combined. Molten Invar. I'm going to turn this guy off so it can continually pump out. It's going to automatically dump into the chest down below. There's just hoppers underneath. It goes right into the chest, and there you go. So Invar. So again, you can check NEI or hit, if you look up harvester, just left-click on it. Left-click on the Invar. Axe. Left-click on the Invar itself. You can tab over. So you can actually you can also use an induction smelter for the actual ingots itself, or the ferrous also. You can use an alloy smelter. So if you already have them smelted, you can just dump them into the alloy smelter itself and turn them into Invar that way also. Or you can use the casting table and it gives you the pieces themselves. It just does it in millibuckets. Anything else? And this guy should be probably finished. Make sure you turn that off so nothing else happens. There's other thing too, in case you do play on a server with other people and you're using the same smeltery, make sure you turn off your devices and things of that sort, because I don't know how many times where I try to use something and all of a sudden it just automatically started exporting to something. I'm like, no, I needed them to combine and things of that sort. And I was just, it's annoying. It's annoying to say the least. So make sure to be mindful of if you're playing with other people that you turn off your other devices and things of that sort. Okay. It's gorgeous. That is out of power. So actually going to take a coal block and put it over there. So the idea for this is we're going to make a tree farm, but we're going to use that power from the tree farm to self-sustain the tree farm to continuously go, also to power other devices too. So we're going to make banks. So if you look up bank and basic capacitor bank, so it requires basic capacitors with a redstone block in the middle, iron around. A bunch of these guys will hold a buffer of power, so at least we won't lose energy in that sense, but we only just be burning stuff left and right, depending on how often the tree farm goes. So I think one tree farm we're going to make is going to be just the oak, and I think on the flip side over here, which I started to kind of build out, was going to be a rubber tree farm or some other type of farm. I think rubber trees might be good. I don't know. I guess we're going to see later on exactly what we're going to possibly going to do. But this works. All right. Put that right over there. That's up. We got our plastic sheets. We got a bunch of other components up and running. And the other thing that we're going to look up too is a planter. Which is right here. So that requires a flower pot. So that requires, if you right click on it, so it requires brick. So it's smelting clay into brick. Got that done already. 2 pistons. So we have all the pistons on the other side. Copper gears. And the plastic sheets again. So again, there's the EnderIO version, which requires a machine chassis and a Z-Logic controller, which we don't have that. We don't have soul sand, and it requires electric steel. So the copper gears are a little bit easier, just requires copper and the iron in the middle, and then the pistons on the side. So all those other resources that you gathered on earlier on, that you've been getting up, just smelt everything. It's worth to smelt everything, and just you can throw it back in there again, or just have all your other recipes ready to go. So I'm just going to keep everything in here for now, until we want to building the actual components, throw them all together, then it should be good. Let's see. So planter's going to go down the middle. So if you look up upgrades, I think. Yep, upgrades. So these guys, the radiuses. So radius of 11 of emeralds. Also, the other thing that we probably want to make right now too, which then we can see exactly how big it's going to be. For the radius, though, I'm going to have to double check on that. So we're going to take 2 of those guys. I think you're free. Yep. It's called a precision hammer. I know the name of it. I'm trying to remember what the one of it's called. There it is. Oh, it's all the way across the top. Why did I think it was that way? I don't know. Precision hammer. All right, so when you do actually make the planter and the harvester or a grinder or anything else that you make, you can use the precision hammer or sledgehammer. When you place it into your hands, it'll show you how big of the area that it'll do, and especially with the upgrades in it, it'll show you the upgrade of the surface area that it'll cover, which is pretty awesome. So the precision sledgehammer, so 3 plastic sheets across the top, 2 sticks below it. Perfect. So now that's finished. So just leave that there because we're going to need that for later on, just to make sure that everything is working good. So again, starting for EnderIO or MFR, the tree farm. I'm going to create barrels. We're going to create steam dynamos. I just screwed that up. So look up steam dynamos. So lots of copper across the board. So the transmission coil so requires silver in the middle with redstone. So we've got a ton of redstone. We've got a ton of steel, or silver, not steel, silver. And these guys require a fuel source, so we're going to smelt the logs that we get from the tree farm to put them into the steam dynamos. Also, we're going to make a reservoir from EnderIO to fill the steam dynamos with water. They combine together and they create energy. And then we're going to create a loop. And they're just gonna, and after it's kickstarted, after you put like 1 block of coal in, or a bunch of coal in, or a bunch of wood in, it's gonna kickstart the system, and then it's gonna be an infinite loop. As long as your barrels have either enough capacity that can hold all the materials, all the saplings, apples, logs, coal, things of that sort, or you void the rest, and that way the system will just keep running and running and running and running forever, and you just keep getting energy. All right, I think that's everything. That's the kind of the introduction to MFR. We'll get into the machine making next time. My name is Wolv21. Again, check out the links that are down below. And as always, remember to rock on.